All right, Shalom, Israel. I'm here under the power and glory of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, to edify the nation of Israel, the 1/3 and the 144,000 who are under construction. I've been just opening to whatever the Lord had me open to and doing lessons. And most of the places I've opened to have been things that I've studied before and I knew of and I could elaborate on. And this is part of the Bible that everyone avoids because it's hard to break this stuff down, because this is the type of stuff that only certain people are going to be able to get, because God's only going to give it to certain people. So I'm going to do my best to break this down a little bit. This is maybe someone else can come up behind me and straighten me out if I get it wrong, but this is what I open to, and being that from what I can tell through my life, some of the things the Lord has shown me is that He's made me seek justice, because I've had so much injustice in my life. And, it's one of those things that there can't be order without justice. And God is a God of justice. He's a God, Yahweh Shai likes a right balance. He likes things in order. He likes it to work out so that everyone knows what happened, why it happened, and it takes wisdom. So the book I opened to is the book of 1 Kings, and this was when Solomon was building the temple, and it talks about how the temple was constructed. If you look at this picture, that's the way the temple looked. And you could see everything's real orderly and squared off, and the measurements of it are all equidistant and that type of thing. And that's part of what wisdom is. It's predictable. Justice is predictable. Justice shouldn't be malleable. It either is or it isn't. And that's why when the temple was built, he built it a certain way so that it portrayed certain precepts or confined its relationship to order, because it was a place of justice. So order and justice are the same. So I'm just going to kind of start at Kings first chapter, or 1 Kings 7th chapter, verse 2. And it just gives you an idea of how everything was orderly. Okay, here we go. 1 Kings chapter 7, verse 2. He built also the house of the forest of Lebanon. The length thereof was 100 cubits, and the breadth thereof 50 cubits, and the height thereof 30 cubits, upon 4 rows of cedar pillars, and cedar beams upon the pillars. And it was covered with cedar above the beams that lay on the 45 pillars, 15 in a row. Verse 4. And there were windows in the 3 rows, and light was against the light in 3 ranks. Verse 5, and the doors and the posts were square with the windows. Light was against light in 3 ranks. And he made the porch of pillars. The length thereof was 50 cubits, and the breadth thereof 30 cubits. And the porch was before them, and the other pillars and the thick beams were before them. Then he made a porch for the throne where he might judge, even the porch of judgment. It was covered with cedar from one side of the floor to the other. And his house where he dwelt, Slakia, brothers, verse 8, and his house where he dwelt had another court within the porch, which was the like work. Solomon